Hello friends, welcome to EduTap and also welcome to the series which we have started for NABARD Grade A 2021. So based on that we have already conducted 3 lectures and today this is the 4th lecture wherein we are going to do few important MCQs of agriculture and rural development current affairs for NABARD Grade A. Friends, if you are new to our channel, kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you can get all the notifications that regarding various sessions that are being conducted on our YouTube channel. And also, if you are new here, kindly join our Telegram channel so that you can get the daily dose of free material for your preparation of various competitive exams, be it NABARD Grade A or Grade B or IBPS AFO or RBI Grade B or SEBI exams. Friends, here comes EduTap Hall of Fame. We have been delivering results consistently since the past few years. Be it NABARD Grade A or Grade B or RBI Grade B or SEBI Grade A. So here friends, very recently NABARD Grade A 2020 results were announced and we have got EduTap has got 65 selections out of 69 and we are also in the process of taking interviews on YouTube channel with these toppers. So please stay tuned. Friends, I have an important announcement here. We at EduTap, we are offering discounts for NABARD Grade A 2021 courses. And for that, offer for early birds is flat 15% off, wherein you can use the code EARLY15 and this is for new subscribers. And if there are any old subscribers, they can avail a discount of 30%, wherein the code is repeat 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 30. And if you want to avail any combo course like RBI plus NABARD or NABARD plus SEBI or RBI plus NABARD plus SEBI of some sort, so you also get a discount of 30% again with the code combo 30. So these are the 3 codes that you can use as per your requirement, and the links to payment links and links to demo courses, everything that have been already provided in the description box. And if you still have any doubt regarding any of these courses or you want more information regarding any of these courses, you can always drop an email at hello@edutap.co.in or you can even call us at 8146207241. So friends, with this, let's start our session. So friends, here comes the first question. Which of the following is a subsidiary of NABARD? See, there are various subsidiaries of NABARD, of which this particular is a venture growth equity fund that invests in agriculture, food, rural businesses and agri or rural financial services at early to mid stage. And this particular subsidiary of NABARD which does this work, investing in agriculture and allied sectors, is NAB Ventures. Now this was started in 2019 with a target corpus. This is what its target is, to save, to pool an amount of rupees 500 crores with a green shoe option, that is over and above this, that is the additional amount. It is about 200 crores. This is what their target and their pool is, and with this they want to help the agriculture entrepreneurs who are into agriculture, food, rural businesses and even into agri or rural financial services. And whereas these are the other subsidiaries of NABARD, whereas NAB Kisan Finance Limited, it's an NBFC, non-banking finance company, which again helps rural for rural development. And NAB Samriddhi Limited, it is again to provide financial services in broad area of non-agriculture sector. So this is its main work or functionaries. And NABCons, it's an advisory service agriculture consultancy project for bank loans. So this is what their main work is. So these are the various subsidiaries of NABARD as such. So friends, here comes the next question. Which of the following is known as the Coriander City in India? See friends, this is one such city which is, you know, largest coriander mandi in Asia itself. And this is located in Kota district in Rajasthan, and this is Ramganj, Ramganj APMC Mandi. And because of the high or huge quantities of trading in coriander and the availability of coriander here, Ministry of Food Processing Industries, that is MOFPI, they have assigned coriander to this district, that is to district of Kota, in the list of one district one product scheme. So hence it is known as the coriander city in India, that is Ramganj. Friends, here comes the next question. NABARD, along with which of these following institutes, it has organized the first of its kind Agri-Food Techathon, that is AFT 2021, to promote youth's participation in innovation and entrepreneurship in different domains of agri-food sector. Now NABARD has done this with the help of IIT Kharagpur, and very recently they have started this in January. And now this national level online technical fest, it would run in the range of from Jan to March 2021. This is what their thought is. And then here many universities, more than 750 universities, they are participating in this. Now here what they are going to do, they are going to select at least 30 teams with high potential, and they for formal association with Agri Business Incubation Center. This also they have launched in January only as part of this AFT 2021. So here they will be, these 30 teams will be offered assistance in the form of technology, business development mentorship, research and development support, laboratory, workshop, pilot plant access, everything. They will be given complete training in as part of their to launch their projects in the market, as such as part of the Agri Business Incubation Center, to to promote the youth's participation in innovation and entrepreneurship. Friends, here comes the next question. The government of India is promoting the summer crops or Zayed crops 2021 with a slogan. See, very recently, our Honorable Union Minister of State for Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, Shri Purushottam Rupala, he had addressed a national conference on agriculture for summer campaign 2021 through video conferencing. Now, this particular video conference was organized to review and assess the crop performance during the last cropping season, and to fix crop targets, especially crop wise targets for Zayed or summer season, in consultation with various stakeholders who are into this, like farmers, state governments, etc. And also, see, if summer crops are grown, they provide not only additional domestic requirements of food grains and feeding livestock, but also they proved as an additional source of income to the farmers. So now the government of India, they are promoting the summer crops wherever it's possible with a slogan: extra season, extra crop, and extra income for prosperity. This is what they are planning this time. Friends, here comes the next question. Mukhyamantri Bagayat Vikas Mission. It aims to double farmers' income through utilizing government's barren land for horticulture cultivation. Now, this is a scheme launched by which of the following states? See, very recently this scheme was launched, and as part of this scheme, the said state, what they are planning is, they are planning to provide the wastelands of the governments, or the barren lands of the governments, to farmers. They'll allot them to the farmers for horticulture cultivation. So with this they'll be able to double, they're planning that this would definitely double the farmers income. And here Gujarat is a state that has launched this scheme very recently. Their chief minister, Mr. Vijay Rupani, he has recently announced about this scheme. And now The government, they also will offer priority assistance to lease owners for drip sprinkler fountains, so that they can go for this horticulture cultivation. And currently, as part of this scheme, the government, they are including Kutch, Surendranagar, Patan, Sabarkantha and Banaskantha districts in the first phase. And here they'll give the land on lease for almost 30 years to the farmers, but they can't, the farmers though who is going to lease that, they can't sell the land, but yes, they can go for horticulture cultivation on them. So friends, here comes the next question. APEDA is working very closely with all the stakeholders with the objective to coordinate all of the stakeholders related to export and promote Indian agri-produce to international market. Now this is what APEDA does, which is Agricultural and Processed Food Products Export Development Authority, APEDA. This is also one important question. They generally ask the full form of what is the full form of APEDA. So it is Agricultural and Processed Food Products Export Development Authority, and this is under which of the following ministries? See, this is an apex export trade promotion active government body that was set up under the aegis of Ministry of Commerce and Industries. Friends, here comes the next question. CSMRS, that is Central Soil and Materials Research Station, is pioneer in geotechnical survey and analysis. Now, where is this located? See, this is an attached office of the Department of Water Resources, River Development and Ganga Rejuvenation, Ministry of Jal Shakti, Government of India. This is under this ministry, and this is the only union organization dealing with soils, rocks, concrete, rockfill, geosynthetics and other materials for water resource projects. So whatever the water resource projects are there, they are under or they take help from this institute or this research station, and this is located in New Delhi. And this also provides consultancy to strategic international projects like Punat Sangchu, that is of Bhutan, and it also plays a fundamental role under the DRIP program of Ministry of Jal Shakti. Obviously this is under that, and this provides consultancy services to these Ministry of Jal Shakti and various water resource projects. And this also is playing a pivotal role in carrying out the investigation and analysis of the soils, rocks and other geological parameters which are critical for designing and constructing of large scale structures like dams, barrages, water canals, etc. Friends, here comes the next question. Rajiv Gandhi Kisan Nyay Yojana, whose main aim is to encourage crop production in the state and to provide the farmers with the right price for their produce, is a scheme by which of these following states? See, this particular scheme, it provides or it helps in the state in procuring the paddy from the farmers at almost 2500 per quintal, wherein the MSP that has been declared by the government of India for 2020-21 for paddy is 1868 for common varieties, and for grade A it's 1888. So they are almost giving 700 more, more than plus 700 plus more to the farmers, so that this acts as a bonus to them and they are encouraged in crop production in that particular state. Now that state is Chhattisgarh, which is considered to be one of the major rice producing areas in India. Friends, here comes the next question. International Day of Awareness of Food Loss and Waste is celebrated annually on which of the following days? Now this is the one that was declared by United Nations organizations very recently, last year only. This is the first time in 2020 that they have celebrated the first international day of awareness of food loss and waste in the world, and this is celebrated annually on, or this is supposed to be celebrated annually on 29 September. And for the year 2020, the theme for the International Day of Awareness of Food Loss and Waste is Stop Food Loss and Waste for the people, for the planet. This is what they have created the theme for this said day. So friends, here comes the most awaiting section of our session, that is answer to the homework question. In the last session, I had asked you a question that meliponines are a large group of bees comprising the tribe Meliponini and family Apidae. They are commonly known as, they are commonly called as stingless bees because they do not have any sting. And particularly this was in news because Karshaka Vidyapeetham, this is the first ever farmers university in India, which is headquartered at Padanakkad in Kasargod, that is Kerala. And now they have launched a Melipony culture project in Champeri as part of the popularization of the stingless honeybee farming in Kerala. And now this stingless honeybee is very well known for its medicinal properties, and these are closely related to common honeybees, carpenter bees, orchid bees, and bumblebees. So friends, here comes a homework question. Indian Institute of Millet Research, where is it located? So friends, thank you very much for watching this video, and if you have any queries regarding any of the questions related to this video, you can always write to us at hello@edutype.co.in, or you can comment on the video. I shall look into them, and thank you very much once again.